feel like your backpack is a black hole for your phone? You hear the notification, the new cache published alert, and by the time you've unzipped 3 pockets to find your phone, someone else has already claimed the FTF. Stop fumbling and start finding with Save the Girls. Our crossbody phone purses are the ultimate geocaching power-up. Designed to hang right at your hip, your map and coordinates are always just a glance away. Whether you're bushwhacking through the woods, scaling a boardwalk, or signing a logbook in the rain, your phone stays secure, clean, and right where you need it. No more pocket drop scares. No more digging through gear. Just pure, hands-free caching. Plus, with room for your ID, credit cards, and a spare pen for those logbooks, it's the only piece of gear you'll never want to leave behind. Adventure ready. Style focused. Geocacher approved. Head to SaveTheGirls.com and upgrade your caching kit today. Use code GTN25 at checkout to take 25% off your entire order. Save the Girls, because the only thing you should be searching for is the cache.
Hello and welcome to Challenge Talk, part of the Geocache Talk Network. You can watch the show live on the second Tuesday of each month. Feel free to jump over to YouTube or Facebook to watch the broadcast live and join the wonderful and active chat room, of which we have many tonight all over the states. Or you can listen to the entire show later on your favorite podcast player or YouTube.
So tonight, we're going to pause our perusal of the year 2000 caches to reveal the pre-event challenge for CacheFest 2026.
I am
This
so excited.
Is one of my favorite shows of the year.
Yes, I'm so excited. I know a lot of you have tuned in for that because it's going to be good. I can't wait to tell you guys what we've got. Also, we have prizes to give away each show to our listeners. Between each show, be sure to email your challenge cache finds to challenge, I don't know our show name, Challenge Talk Podcast at gmail.com, and you could be a winner.
Later on in the show, we'll play our special game exclusively for our live audience, the Wheel of Challenges. So listen live, get your email app ready, follow the instructions when the time comes so that you can have a chance to win. That's right, I said you.
And at the end of the show, we'll highlight some of the challenge caches you found, and someone will win our monthly Path Tag giveaway. So hello, we are your hosts, Emily and Tim. How are you doing, Tim?
I'm doing wonderfully. It is a great night. And like I said, I am so excited to be here. I really hope that our audience is going to love the pre-event challenges for this year. We have the challenges like we normally do. We have some secrets. We have some surprises. We have prizes.
I'm excited.
I love it.
I can't wait. But first,
I know, but
talk about.
Before we do that, how was your month?
My month was good. Just a few geocaching things here and there. I got to fill in one date on my calendar that I'm slowly filling in on non-traditional caches. So I've been doing a lot of puzzle solving to try to help with that lately. I've been doing a lot of stuff to get ready for Geo Woodstock. Tim, I can't believe what happened, but the other day I found a Geo Woodstock Facebook group, so I joined it, and I was scrolling through, and I realized that I somehow missed that there is a webcam cache in Kansas. I almost missed adding that to our trip, and it is so easy to add in. So yesterday or the day before, I was frantically rearranging my one day of the trip to include this webcam because, yes, I have to. Yeah. I'm so glad I joined that little Facebook group. So, woo! Thank you, whoever was talking about that.
I did as an ambassador, I did a pre-event event talking about Geo Woodstock. And of course, as I want to do, usually I did a cache tour presentation about how to get from Michigan to.
There you go.
Yeah. And I saw that one on there, and we added it to our trip, and I was like, dang, I'm not going.
Oh, bummer. I obsessively look for webcams for my trips. I don't know how I missed it before this week. So glad to have found it. Also, I did a little mystery work. I can't say much. I did some product testing, if
Oh.
you will, for an idea that Geocache Talk Network is coming up with
Oh, is
for
it
cache hiding. And so I
nice?
went out and hit a very specific style of hide using this very specific product. And so maybe you guys will hear more about it. Maybe you can stalk my profile and get a little preview. But yeah.
Okay, don't spill
So
any beans.
nope, that's all I'm gonna say. But I
Okay,
definitely spent some time working on that this month too. How about you?
nice.
How was your month?
Well, it's been very quiet. I mean, there are places around the country that's going to laugh at this, but gas in Michigan is now $5 a gallon. And that requires me when I take a trip to put $100 in my gas tank.
Mm-hmm.
And my money tree, as we know, is bare. There are no leaves on my money tree, and it's not coming in with spring.
Right.
So, I've really had to rethink where I go and what I do. And I'm getting a lot of book reading in.
There you go.
I was extremely disappointed that my buddy and I were going to New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Going to get the 2 October, I think it is, or November caches for my.
Mm-hmm.
He got called for jury duty.
Oh.
He didn't make the trip. However, sitting at home on rainy days like today, I am getting a ton of planning in for Australia in 2027.
There you go. Make the
Looking
most of it,
very forward.
right?
Keeping the spirits up by going to Geobash
Geobash.
Moroya.
All right. Very good. Very good. I love the planning as much as the going.
Yeah.
So yeah, make the most of it.
It is. So like I said, quiet, but it's good. We're
Yeah.
good.
And
I did a lot of work on tonight's stuff.
yeah.
Oh, and
Yeah,
there's Kitty Cat.
we did a lot. So we got Kitty Cash from Australia in the chat. Hi, Kitty. All right. So good. And you got statistics updated for us, right?
What's that? Sorry.
Statistics updated.
Oh, statistics. I do. I did update them, and there's some interesting stats this month. So there are now 52,870 worldwide challenge caches, and that number went up 382.
Nice.
I do, 78% of the challenges that I look for, I don't get 100% in my numbers because I don't look to every country in the world. I just look for the prominent ones. So 7 countries make up the top 78% of my total of caches in the world, which I think is pretty good. That's a pretty good number. The interesting thing is that in the top 4, we've had a change. The United States and Germany, but somebody jumped into number 4th place by one challenge, guys. Only one.
That's amazing. But they jumped because of that one.
France jumped over Norway. So
by
Norway,
one.
You are now behind by one challenge cache. So you can make that up. The other one that I thought it's kind of fun, it sits at the bottom of the list, is Iceland.
Uh-huh.
Iceland now has 1 challenge cache.
They never had one?
They never had one.
In all of your stat research?
In all of my stats, Iceland has never had a cache. And again, I only look at the lower part of the list like every other month, every 3rd month, because it's just so tedious. I don't want to go that far. But so this month, when I checked, they now have 1 challenge cache.
That's really great. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. For the United States, Texas still leads the way. California, I mean, they're big states, lots of room.
Right.
Michigan is number 3 and Florida is number 4.
That's so cool. Good job, guys. And good job, France. Very cool.
All right. News?
Yeah. So like you guys saw in the opening show, we have the Save the Girls promo. And that is if you go to Save the Girls and type in GTN25, that is a code for savings. So remember to use that code and check out those cool products. We also have some coins, not too many. There's a few non-trackable Jasmer coins, and we're down to Loop 1 trackable Jasmers. So if you haven't got that yet, go to our Etsy store and look up Geocache Talk Shop on Etsy, and we'll have all these links in the show notes. And then very important, we've said this before, but since this is so relevant to our topic tonight, our pre-event challenge is for CacheFest Savannah. And so that is July 11th, 2026 in Savannah, Georgia, GC BF DWB. So that is what we are talking about tonight. We're going to talk about how everyone can play, but for people attending this event or hearing about this challenge and getting inspired to attend, that's the event we're talking about. GC
Right. And I heard the
BF
acronym
DWB.
It's a big freaking deal for Waterboy.
I did hear that a few months ago. I like it. I like it. GC,
so,
big
yep, Electric
freaking deal
Waterboy
for
should
Waterboy.
be there, and this is in his honor, this GC code. So that's great. Yep, and it is. And once again, this year, you will have the opportunity to play from home. And then if you're there at the event, which sadly I'm not going to be at the event this year.
Me neither. Me neither.
It's that money tree thing that just
and
doesn't
picking
have any leaves on it.
Picking what I do and what I can't fit in, unfortunately. But it's gonna be. We're so excited about tonight, guys. That has not dimmed our light at all.
No, it's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna.
But again, before we get that, we got something from our listener, did we not?
We did. We heard from Cheeky Brit about another new hide, and we want to hear from you guys when you hide a challenge cache, because just as much as the contest at the end of the show is inspiring what you find, we also want to hear what you're up to and what you're hiding so we can inspire others. And so Cheeky Brit told us that he hid this year and day 31 hidden challenge times 200. So that's a lot of info for a title. We'll scroll down, but this is GCBN35W. And so this is, you can see the chart on the screen there. It similarly looks like a Jasmer. And
it's really small.
Okay, thanks for making that bigger. You need to find at least 200 combinations of hidden year and hidden day. So the year, obviously, 2000 through the current, and day 1 through 31. And he says, with 27 hidden years thus far and 31 days to choose from, you currently have a maximum possible score of 837.
All right, and he's got a pretty decent picture here. He's got some gaps in the middle and some gaps in 2026, ironically. And I actually ran this challenge, this checker, and I got a lot more green on mine than he does, which I thought was pretty good. But now I got to go find this cache. So,
hey, so Tim, here's a comment, and this is why I said what I said. It's not that there was probably never a challenge in Iceland. It's just since Tim has been running statistics, being a part of the Challenge Talk show. Because Gary says, I just checked and I found a challenge in Iceland in September. I presume 2022, not 1922.
Let's go that one. Yeah. 2022. This could be. And it's probably not an active challenge. So
so depending on, of course, it doesn't mean it's the first one ever in Iceland.
Right. So, for those that are statistically inclined, what I do is I go to the search page and I click the challenge checker icon, and not found by me, not found by anybody, and say go. And that gives me the worldwide, and then I can put in each country and sort by the country. So if it was a challenge cache pre-moratorium that didn't have challenge in the title, I will miss it. If it's after moratorium or it has the challenge icon attribute on it, then I will catch it.
Right.
So I know.
And that attribute should catch.
Yes.
Absolutely, almost all of them.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
as we know from early in the days when I was not a host, that there is a gap between what you will find without the attribute and what you will find with the attribute.
And they tried to
And
get that attribute on most of them, but I'm sure some slipped through the cracks.
oh, sure.
Yeah.
Well, and that leads me into the very next topic, which is again about news. I sat with some friends and we were talking about the challenge difficulty grid. And they were like, how do you fill this grid in?
And this
And
is not the difficulty rating that a cache owner gives it.
correct.
This is the difficulty rating on the Project GC website, the rating you'll see on a checker.
Correct. There's a little number there, and we have covered that before,
Mm-hmm.
in that it's a mathematical formula about the number of days that it's been out, the number of times it's been found, the number of cachers that qualify, not to found it, but that qualify to find it in the local region, in the country, and then in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And so this whole thing mashes together and comes out with a number.
Yeah.
Between 0 and 100. And so the question was, how do you fill in those boxes? And the answer is, you really can't. You'll
Good
drive
luck.
yourself crazy
Yes.
if you try.
This is
But
a statistic that you can't control. And if you think you've controlled it, it's going to shift on you as other people cache, because it's
correct.
other people's activities that make this change over time.
So what I did find is this matrix. And if you look at your challenge tab in Project GC, down at the bottom, it will talk about the checker, the rating system. And then below that is this. And I realize this is a little hard to see, but this is worldwide, the challenge difficulty chart, pre-moratorium, or I'm sorry, post-moratorium, and overall. And so now let me make this bigger. I'm going to zoom in and move around a little bit. So you can see within the difficulty 1 group, from 0 to 10 in a difficulty 1, there's 727 caches that meet that criteria. Now, how you find those, I have absolutely no idea, but there are 727 of them. When I go down to the 100 score, there are 0.
How about that? So nothing gets past
Nothing
the
gets
99.
So 99.999.
There you go. 0.99.
High as we go. And they round everything down, regardless of where it is.
Yeah, there's only whole numbers. Yeah.
Yep. So, and then there are also the post-moratorium. So again, it's not fair to contrast one versus the other. There's also not a checker for pre-moratorium caches for all of them. They've built a bunch, but not all of them.
Right.
And again, when we look post-moratorium, it's 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And that is also true for the United States. So it was kind of an interesting grid that I found.
And you can find your personal grid of challenge difficulties in your Project GC stats under the challenges tab. So if you go and look at that, whether you never cache again, that grid is always going to shift on you.
Correct.
Because
again,
it's based on others.
When they run the checker, and it's done in the background, and it's done periodically. I don't think they run it every night. But yeah, as more people find it, more days go by that it's been out, that'll change the rating system.
Yeah. Here's an interesting observation from Hiking Sale. I'm still the only person to qualify for the 17-year-old Utah Virtual Challenge, GC 1P, 2, and 3, yet I don't have the 100 difficulty spot filled. So even though one person qualifies, Project GC doesn't give it 100 rating on that checker.
I wonder what the rating is on that. I found quite a few 99s. Why is my chart not keeping up with me? Talk amongst yourself for a minute. I want to
All
bring that
right.
up and see
All
what that
right.
is.
No problem. No problem. So yeah, that's interesting. Again, if you're looking to see what your chart looks like, you go to projectgc.com, you go to my profile stats, and then you go to the challenges tab and scroll the whole way to the bottom. We don't have that up to show you, but you can find it that way. And Hiking Seal said that it is rated a 99 on
Yep,
that
I just
Project
brought it up.
GC
Yeah.
checker.
Yep. So, and I could get to a 99 doing the math. And again, 99 is a really tough challenge. And again, if she's the only one that's found it, how many days has it been out?
Qualify.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't
Mm-hmm.
even have to find it. You just have to
Right.
qualify for it. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Very interesting. Thanks for that example,
Yep.
Hiking
Thank you.
Seal.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Tim,
Have we delayed
you
long
think it's
enough?
time for something? I think it's time to talk about what everyone's here for.
Oh no, Gary just spilled the beans.
All right. Well, Gary, because it's not Gary spilling the beans.
But we're spilling beans tonight anyways. Yes.
Okay. So we all know the CacheFest is in Savannah, and we know that there was a very famous movie with a lot of Savannah things. And one of the things that ties this together is the box of chocolates.
From Forrest Gump.
So challenges are like a box of chocolates.
You never know what you're going to get.
That's right.
So what does that mean, Tim? What does that mean for our audience?
All right. So what that means to us is here it is.
Woohoo!
Here is our box of chocolates. And
right,
I realize again, for those of you on video, this is really hard to see, but I wanted to bring the whole picture up because there are 25 squares. Each chocolate has a different color. Each chocolate is a different challenge. And then let me zoom in a little bit so we can start walking through these. Because that's what we want to do tonight and explain some of the rules.
Right. And so we just said you never know what you're going to get. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we've got some words here which are straight up what we want you to do, but it's what you're gonna get. That's the challenge within the challenge of this box, because like other years, we have a scoring system. We'll get into our rules and about earning points and what those points get you. So you don't know, right, Tim? You don't know what you're gonna get. You have to do these challenges to learn what you're going to get. Bite into that challenge chocolate and see what's inside. Is it a banger of a 20 points, or did you just finish a 5-point chocolate?
Who
you
knows?
Don't know.
You don't know. Now, again, apologies to our audience. The part of the rules is that you have from May the 1st to begin qualifying for the challenges. If you are going to CacheFest, then it's July the 12th when you must be finished by.
For in-person prizes.
Yeah, for an entry to win the prizes. However, you can continue the challenge. The checker will work until July the 31st, which gives you enough time to do the submission to us to receive the congratulatory shout out during our recap show in August. Yeah. So we want everybody who plays the game to let us know so we can give you a shout out. But the checker's not ready yet. It's been a little more complicated than we thought.
It's a little bit more, you never know what you're going to get. So you guys, please start working on these challenges. But until
challenge
the
number
checker's
one,
ready,
find one cache that was published prior to 12/31/2001. So again, find an oldie. We've done this one for a couple of years now, so we may have to move this out to 2022 for next year. Our next one, find a virtual cache. with Virtual Reward 5.0, there's got to be a new
Yes.
virtual cache for you to find in your area. How about find a Where I Go? Just one Where I Go. It could even be a reverse Where I Go, and it would
Say
count.
it isn't so. Say it isn't so.
Now a harder one. This one's got to have some nuts in it, some crunchy to it. Find 3 multi-caches.
Yeah. Not too bad still.
It's not
too bad.
Yeah, it depends on your area. You know, and again,
Depends on your
as we
area.
always say, some of these are harder in certain areas, some are easier in other areas, but it should be fun for everybody.
Right.
Now, here's a tougher one. Find 5 different cache types in one day.
Okay.
Kind of a busy day, but you only have to find 5.
Maybe
And
a trip to
then-
another town.
Might have to do that.
Yeah.
Within the span of the contest, find 7 different cache types. So if on one day you found 7, you would qualify for both of those squares. You can stack these chocolates and get even more sugar rush than you ever thought possible.
That's great. That's great.
All right, I'm going to slide over a little bit. Find a cache with over 100 favorite points. That might be a little bit tough.
Might be.
Not equal to, over.
Oh.
You need
So it's got to be 101 or more.
101 or more.
Okay.
Log a find for 1 challenge cache.
Surely you guys can do.
I mean, you guys are challenge objectives. You can do that.
Hint,
Complete
maybe you
a
guys should
mini
hide
Jasmine.
caches for each other.
Yeah. There you go. Do that. Yeah, especially Brad and Jen. Brad put one under the left side, Jen put it on the right side of the couch and call it good.
That's right.
Complete a mini Jasmer. And for those that haven't done a mini Jasmer before, that is 1 year, any 1 year of 12 caches. And that qualifies as your mini Jasmer. Next one, a little bit harder. Complete 1 fizzy row or column.
Okay, so this
Can
is
be
your 81
either way.
chart.
Yep.
So either all 1 difficulties or all 1 terrains or somewhere of any of the other numbers.
Yep. Get a row. Get a row of them. If you were so inclined, I don't think I told our checker writer about this, but if you can do a diagonal one, I will give you a bonus point for that one. That would be the 1, 1, 1.5, 1.5, 2, 2.
That would be fun,
all the way out that way. You know, that could work. That would be a super challenge, and that's not what we included here. The center square.
Wait, go over to the final top 2.
Top 2.
Hide and publish. 3 challenge caches.
Okay. Yep, there we go. Okay, hide.
So
and
guys,
publish.
we bumped this to 3. I actually can't remember if we did 3 or not last year, so I can't say we bumped it, but we want you to hide. This is a challenge talk challenge, so we're really going to go strong on that one.
Yep. Attend a geo event. Geo events are like water around here. I got 4 people working on their 365 of events challenge.
Oh.
We have at least 1 event every single day.
Oh, that would be nice.
Some
Very
are far,
fun.
some are. Okay, then find 1 cache that is unfound in 2026. Now, this is a cache, a little bit more rule. This cache has to be placed in 2025 or earlier.
Okay.
But has not been found this year yet.
That makes sense.
Okay, so that's what it is. It's a semi-lonely cache. Just hasn't been found this year. Log a challenge cache with a DT less than or equal to 22. I will tell you that this one might be kind of tough.
Okay.
Because everybody likes to put the high DTs on their challenge caches because they want to make them hard.
A truly
This is more of a beginner challenge.
good rated beginner challenge.
Yep. So go for that one.
Challenge cache.
All right. I'm going to scroll down in our box of chocolates. All right. Complete a 7-day streak.
Oh, thank goodness for vacation.
Find a cache once a day for 7 days.
All
There only
right.
has to be one cache, but 7 days worth of caches. Then find 3 caches that have the bonus attribute. Now, this might cause you to do some adventure labbing
Mm-hmm.
in order to find the bonus attribute on that cache.
Cool.
That's what that one means.
Do more, right? Always more.
Always more. Always want more. Find 3 caches with the special tool required. We kind of went into cache types and cache attributes this year.
Mm-hmm.
So find the special tool attribute. Then find 40 different DTs of any cache type. So here's our kind of collection. So you're going to have to find at least 40 caches between May 1st and July 12th. That's what, 70 some odd days? So it's not even a cache a day, but you have to find the 40 different DTs. All right, let me slide over again. All right, I did talk about the 7. Did I talk about completing 3
No.
pre-event challenges? I didn't think I did. So the center square, if you will, which doesn't give you any more bonus points. It's just, you don't know what
In
you're
the
going to
middle.
get.
Yeah.
Complete any 3 pre-event challenges. And again, like I said, this has been a bugger to figure out how to do a checker for. My friend may not be my friend anymore after putting these together, but they can be any 3 from the box of chocolate you want, but find 3 of them. Now, because we are traveling to Savannah, it's a tourist town.
Mm-hmm.
Find 5 caches that have the recommended for tourists attribute. Then can you find 4 cache types in 5 different counties? So this is 4 different cache types in each
Of
the 5 counties.
Mm-hmm.
So while you're getting your 40 DTs, go to different counties and make sure that you're getting one of each type. Log a challenge cache with a difficulty of greater than or equal to 4.5, 4.5. So here's the tough one.
Yeah.
For those experienced challenge cachers, this is not for beginners, not necessarily. Give you something to work on. Find that 4.4. And then find 10 different DTs of a single cache type. A little bit of planning, but not real hard. And when we get to the final row, find 5 traditional caches. Who doesn't like traditional caches?
So doable, right?
I hope so. And then finally, find 5 large caches. It can be any type. It has to be a large size.
Has to be a large.
That might be tough. That might be hard. And again, it'll be easy in some areas. It'll be hard in other areas.
Right. This is a good combination of very doable, and you got to do some planning and get that certain chocolate really planned out so that you can get it. So remember, this isn't a bingo. There's no
bingo, there's no rows, no columns.
No, it is about completing each individual challenge, whatever you can do. Now, there's a question from Be Genius. Is this random or the same for everyone? This is the same for everyone. We can't write a checker that randomly throws out numbers. So when you run the checker for this challenge, it's going to tell you what you've achieved, and it's going to tell you how many points are attributed to that challenge. So it's a secret for now.
Right. And we hope that you'll have fun with it. I mean, we do know, my checker writer said, when we prosed the subject, he said, people can find out about this real easy, right? And I'm like, yeah, we know that. But
we know that's part of the fun.
Have fun. Have fun with it. Make it fun. And yes, we know that book that's out there on the internet, it talks about faces. Facebook. That's it.
Oh, I'm
We
like, I
know
don't know
that
this
there are
book.
Facebook groups where somebody's going to put this out. Don't be the first one. Let everybody find it. Let everybody figure it out.
Maybe you can get something out of knowing how much a certain chocolate is worth and dangle that over somebody else's head. Hey Tim, can you
Yeah.
re-explain the three pre-event challenges? That center chocolate.
Yes. So explain what that means. Okay, for Judy, yes. So there are 24 different chocolates in our chocolate box,
Plus that center chocolate.
plus the center square, the center chocolate. So for instance, if you find one Where I Go, a virtual, and 3 multi-caches, you have qualified for 3 pre-event challenges. And that checks that center box off.
All right. So that center box rewards you for working on this entire box of chocolates.
Correct.
Working towards it.
Working toward the box of chocolates. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what we mean by that.
Yeah.
Does that work for you, Judy?
Hopefully.
All right.
And you guys, we are open to all questions you have as you get going. We're going to have our email on the FAQ page, the backside of this challenge. We're just waiting for that checker to be finalized before we publish that part, but we will publish this right away so that you can have this and start working on it. And like we said, this started with your activity from May 1st on. So you might not even know that you have qualified for some of these already or are part of the way towards some of these. It's just kind of the bonus of how we build this challenge for you guys.
Right. And because May this year in 2026, I mean, we realize it's the 12th already.
Yeah.
This is one of the latest dates that we can do our show.
Right.
And so we wanted to give everybody the fighting chance. I mean, most people know that we're going to do this now, and we haven't kept that part a secret. You know, we're going to do something for CacheFest. The question is what? And, you know, maybe you found some of these things, maybe you haven't. Page 2 of this usually is our frequently asked questions. And again, you know, challenges are like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get or how many points you're going to score. That's just a rule. Pick a treat, complete the challenge starting on May 1st. And like I said, if you're going to CacheFest, you have until July the 12th. And every chocolate will earn you points, and the points will be added to your account. I don't know what the picture is going to look like, but I'm hoping we'll have 25 rows of challenges with a little green check mark in the front of it. And then at the bottom of that, it will show you the number of points you've accumulated. If it doesn't show you the point for each thing, not exactly sure how it's going to come out. But you need to get to a minimum of 50 points. Send an email to the challengetalkpodcast@gmail.com, and this is where you'll receive the congratulatory shout out. So everybody is eligible for this, whether you're going to CacheFest or not. However, if you happen to score 75 points, we'll do the shout out and you'll receive a digital souvenir that you can put on your cache owner page, your dashboard. So we'll have that for 75 points. And if you can get all the way up to 150 points, you'll get the shout out, you'll get the digital souvenir, and if you're going to CacheFest, you'll get a special path tag for this.
So
event.
You know, this is definitely a CacheFest event. So the physical prizes physically happen at the event. But we do know that so many of our listeners also want to do this if they're not going. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to shout out and digital souvenir for those of you who want to tell us what you've achieved. Yeah,
we already spend a lot of money on this podcast. And so our our podcast money tree is also a little
Right,
bit bare. So to
right.
mail out all of these path tags would get really expensive. And we
Yeah.
only have so many that
We
can
only have
make
so
per
many to
event.
give out at CacheFest as
Yeah.
well.
So
Yeah.
it'll be a while supplies last.
Yeah. Be Genius asked, but can we actually turn it in for chocolate? I love it.
We will make that request of the CacheFest team, and
We'll see what
we
they
can
say.
do. Yeah. Don't hold your breath, but cross your fingers.
That's great.
All right. And yes, the chocolates do stack. You know, find 7 cache types. If you find 3 more, that would be the 10 different cache types. You know, there's not a lot of stacking in here, I don't think. Hey, there we go. All right. At Buzz 8226 found 2 large trads yesterday. Wait a minute though. That's not quite right.
A large trad.
So
So that's definitely a large cache box.
it is
chocolate.
a large and it is a traditional, but you need 5 of each of those. So you're not quite halfway
on your
there.
way.
You're
on your
the
way.
3 more to go, but you're doing well. I like that one too. Eat chocolate while caching.
Yes.
All right. So what do you think? How did we do? I mean, I know
Yeah.
you probably have to get out and experience a little bit, but we tried to mix it up again a little this year. There's no waves. There's no trail. You just have
Yeah,
to
we
score
were
points.
trying to come up with ideas of how do we keep this fresh for you guys? And then Tim and I were in a CacheFest meeting a few months ago, and they started talking about the bench, the Forrest Gump bench, the Savannah, the box of chocolates, and it was like, whoa, you guys, we have to do the box of chocolates. And it just went from there, especially the part about you never know what you're gonna get. So we're so excited for you guys, especially because, you know, it's not that bad that we don't have the checker ready tonight, because you still don't know what you're gonna get. I think it's gonna add to the fun. But of course, we will publish that frequently asked questions page with the checker. And what that is it's going to be a website for projectgc.com, and you can just simply go into the checker section and either use that whole website link or type in that checker number. So that's what you're looking for.
Right. Hopefully some of our seasoned geocachers will know about that. You just go to projectgc.com/challenges, // and then the checker number. And because we're not an official checker of Project GC, I mean, we are, but we're not for a challenge cache.
Right. Yeah. This checker would never work for a challenge cache. It's way too complicated, but they can build all kinds of things, and they do that for us for this purpose. Hey, Tim, another thing we can clarify again, what's a mini Jasmer?
Okay. Mini Jasmer is any year between 2001 and 2025. It has to have 12 months in the year. So you need to find one cache that was published in each of the months for that year.
Right. So 1 year equals 1 mini Jasmer.
Right. And I will tell you that it's easier from 2020 to 2025 than it is from 2001 to 2003. But you only need 1 year, and you can pick out where your year is.
Yeah.
But it also has to be between May 1st. This is a key point, because I had someone get upset saying, I've got a full Jasmer already. I already qualify. No, it has to be between May 1st and July the 12th.
Everything is to set the stage at 0 for all.
Yep. Everybody has it at 0. So if you've got your Jasmer first loop complete, congratulations. If you have your 4th loop complete, congratulations. They won't help you here.
Do it again.
Do it again. You need a new loop. And that's why 2000 doesn't count. There's not 12 months, and we're not 12 months into 2026 already. So, you know, those 2 years don't count. Hopefully that helps with what we're talking about there.
Yeah. And like I said, you know, if you guys have any questions as you're reading over this, challengetalkpodcast@gmail.com. Tim is great about getting back to folks I am still working and not very fast. So thank you, Tim.
You're welcome.
Tim
We
answers
discussed that in the pre-show about
yes.
unread emails drive me crazy, and so
that's right. That's right.
we'll
we also have
out.
a comment. Yeah, about our format. You know, if you recall our previous years, it was always kind of like a trail format, and the trails had themes. Cheeky Brit says, for those of you who still want the trail format challenge passport,
yes.
GCBF 8TE Challenge Fest August 22nd in Pocatello, Idaho. So Cheeky Brit is putting on an amazing event if you can make it to Idaho in August. Check that
Sadly,
out.
I can't, but I do have my challenge.
Yes, I was looking. I'm glad you have that. We don't have a picture to show put on the screen. So yeah, check out that event, and you can check out his challenge checker as well.
And for anybody that wants to know, Matt did ask permission, and we said, sure, plagiarism is the sincerest form of flattery. So
we are happy that someone else in this stuff too. More chances for everyone, right? For the whole community.
I know.
Yeah.
I look forward to hearing about Matt's event. Unfortunately, I'd love to make it to Pocatello. I found a whole bunch of caches I want in Pocatello.
Pocatello is amazing. I have found like one cache there and drooled over the rest of them.
Do the event next year, Matt, and I'll do my best to get there. All right, so that's CacheFest.
And maybe the best news, yes, the challenges are fat free.
They are. In fact,
happy to
you will probably lose fat while you're hunting these challenges.
I hope so. While you're getting out and doing,
unless you're eating chocolate while you're finding the caches.
Yeah, that's great. Well, thanks everyone. We're so glad to present this to you, and we hope you have a lot of fun over the next few months as you're doing this.
All right, so now I have completely lost where my show notes are. There they are. Okay, so it is time. Wait a minute, I got that right here.
I am CRS98 from Linwood, Washington, and it's time for the Wheel of Challenges.
Oh, I love that. That was great.
Yeah, he's out your way.
Very good. So this is our live game. One live viewer each month will be selected to face off the wheel to have a chance to win the grand prize, a 1-year membership on Project GC. And we do ask that you limit yourself to 3 lifetime wins, but to enter, email challengetalkpodcast@gmail.com with the subject spin me and your geocaching username in brackets with your answer to this question. Which country is now number 4 for challenge caches worldwide?
And I actually found this, so while we wait for that, I now can do this.
Ooh, yeah, waiting music. I love it. As I review the email and see who our first correct answer is. This is great, Tim. Hey,
wheels ready.
I think we're getting it. Let me check all the little stats. We have our first correct answer.
Really? All right.
It is from B&J Bish.
Oh, of course.
And the correct answer is France.
Aha.
So Tim,
Norway.
Tim, that was a hard question this month. Very good. I like what you did there with that question.
All right. So let us see. Now they're pretty prolific challenge cachers. So let's hope that this is kind of tough.
And
we not know 1 stars for them.
Spinning past the 1, it's spinning past the 5, and we landed on a 3.5 difficulty.
1,000 cache challenge.
I wonder what this means. Is it literally finding 1,000 caches, or is it more?
GC 5J 6X3.
Ooh, it's more than straightforward.
Oh, it is. So you need to include the number of finds for each of 100 months.
10 caches in 100 different months.
Okay. And it's a 45 difficulty, so it's not real difficult. B&J Bish.
And we're running the checker.
I bet they qualify.
And oh no,
they do not.
Oh, scroll down. This shows where.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to make it bigger.
So it lists a bunch of months that they do, 74.
74 of 10 or more GC codes for the same month, but you need 100 of them. And so they do list, it doesn't have a great deal of order, because
No,
here
it
they
doesn't.
February of 2013, November of 2012, and 2024, 25's up at the top. Oh, I thought sure they would qualify. I didn't think we'd have a challenge that they wouldn't qualify for.
Bummer. Well, thank you guys for
Ah.
being here and participating. Too bad, but thank you. All right, and now we'll move on to our second prize giveaway challenge, and this is our monthly challengers. Every month, we give a congratulatory shout out to listeners who email us proof of qualifying and logging a challenge cache since the last show. And so if you want to participate in this, send an email to challengetalkpodcast@gmail.com with the GC code of the Found It cache that you posted a Found It log. Include what you want about your experience and a photo if you want, and entries will be entered into the prize giveaway for a Challenge Talk podcast. Challenge Talk path tag.
There you
So
go.
here are some of the challenges we've got this month.
So the first one comes in from Acorn Mama, and it is GCAAY5R. And this is your Freedom Challenge. To find at least one cache on each of the listed American holidays.
Yeah, so that's neat. So it really boils down to certain dates of the year, but they happen to pick American holiday dates. Yeah.
Right. And she said that what's cool about it is that they were, this was made possible by a family road trip to a music festival in Louisiana. She finally qualified for the Rest Area Challenge because of the many stops along their 15-hour drive each way. And several of those along the route they took. As an added bonus, she found the oldest cache in Alabama and Mississippi too. So
Nice.
Congratulations, Acorn Mama. That sounded like very
good
fun
trip. Yeah. Very good. All right, our next submission is from Birkenstock Report. This is GCBHH4W, the Aurora Challenge Trail Alaskan Classics. And this is to earn 25 points for finding classic Alaskan geocaches. All caches must be from the state of Alaska, and all the points are explained on the cache page. So, it's a new cache, so that sounds like, wait a minute, how are they doing that? But as you go through the cache page, it explains how they're attributing a value in a challenge checker to a cache. And what she has explained to me before is she needed a team of people to help hide this entire challenge trail, this Aurora challenge trail of caches, of challenge caches. And certain people could own them. And then once she qualified herself, then she could log them and possibly adopt them over. I'm not sure if she was doing that for all of them. But so she's saying she was a part of hiding it and then also finally qualified for it. I qualified by finding 8 caches in Alaska with more than 200 favorite points. The webcam, 2-year 2001 virtuals, 8 pre-moratorium challenge caches, the oldest puzzle cache in Alaska, a 5.5 Alaskan cache.
Whoa.
The Alaska Cache Odyssey. We were able to find the Cache Odyssey by asking for a T1 letterbox. Since we only have 39 letterboxes in Alaska and none others were letterboxes until I hid one a couple months ago, it's a great way to encourage people to find those really special caches. I needed 25 points to qualify, and as soon as the snow started to melt, I got a lot of these quickly, bringing me to 32 points before I realized that I qualified.
Yay! Yeah, I look forward to going to Alaska again because I went there BC before caching. And so now I got to go back to check that box off. But I'd like to hit this trail.
Yeah, they did a good job of getting really creative to make an interesting trail within current guidelines, as well as making it happen with a team of people.
Right. Yeah. And I will tell you that the Dizzy Fizzy Trail may be coming to Michigan soon.
The Dizzy
And
Fizzy.
the
Interesting.
Dizzy Fizzy. So how many ways can you make a fizzy? We'll find out.
Interesting.
Right now we
Yeah.
have over 50 caches planned.
Very fun.
Our next submission comes in from Tyrone Shoelaces. We haven't heard from Tyrone in a while. It is GCBMRC0. And this is the New York State 716 by 224 county challenge. So in order to meet this challenge, you have to find a geocache in each of the counties that are in the 716 or 624 area code, which is Allegheny, Cattaraugus, Chautauqua, Erie, and Niagara counties. Isn't this the one that Pizza Ninja?
Yes, that's what is so neat about this. We featured this last month as a featured hide that the Pizza Ninja did. And now this month, Tyrone Shoelaces is saying, hey, this is the challenge cache that I found and I'm submitting. So I love that crossover.
Yeah, way to
Yeah.
go. So
Yeah.
good job, Tyrone. So he said he went to
Yeah.
help John with the CEDO a couple weeks ago, found the challenge while he was in the neck, and then qualified. He qualified for it years ago, but it's
Got to sign it. Yeah.
Yeah, gotta sign them before you count them.
Yeah, I love that crossover. Pretty neat. And also the Cheeky Brit found a challenge cache that he told us about, GC94V79, multi-counties a challenge. And this is to find a multi-cache in 75 different counties anywhere within the United States of America.
This is a tough challenge. This is
it's rated 82. I checked and I only have 61 counties. And I think I'm only adding 2 on my upcoming vacation. So it seems a bit harder than, or it's a bit hard, I should say.
Yeah. Well, and we talked about, multis and I think there's been podcasts done. Oh, look I qualify.
Yeah. Good job.
The multi is a fading cache type. It's a good cache type. I like them when they're done well. And they have to be done well, but it requires a cache owner that does good maintenance. And I realize you're going to go to 2, 3, 4, 20, maybe 30 locations, and you're going to get one smiley. Yeah. But it's that adventure that is part of what makes the multi special.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you everyone for those, and remember to enter for next month. Send in your email before next month's show. And this month's winner is Birkenstock Report. Congratulations. We'll be in touch with you for your pot tag. All right. Well, everyone, again, we hope you enjoy the challenge we set before you tonight. We hope you find some interesting things inside your chocolates and some amazing adventures along the way. So have fun with that. We can't wait to hear about it. If something amazing happens before next show, tell us about it so we can share your experiences even before CacheFest if that happens.
Yeah, and I was looking for the Cheeky Brit's response to my question. And I can see it in one like I can't see it in the other. Anyway, he said that Challenge Fest will happen next year. So maybe I get to Pocatello.
Maybe you can go to then Pocatello next year as well. So awesome. Thanks, Cheeky Brit, for everything you do for the community. Very good.
So let's see. Next month we'll have a show.
On the second Tuesday of June 9th. Yeah.
And we'll be back on the year 2000 trail, right?
That's right. We're going to get back to those old months of old caches and strategies for finding them.
I don't remember what month we're on. I'm going to have to look and figure that out. So.
I know, right? We're getting close to the end. We're getting
Are we getting? Okay. Yeah. Well, and I also want to let people know that, you're headed to Geo Woodstock. I
am. I can't wait to see people. I need some Geo friends contact. Yeah. So I'm so excited to see folks. Look me up. I'll be there on Friday and Saturday.
But when you see Emily.
And Cheeky Brit from Pocatello. Challenge accepted.
Now, I won't be at Woodstock, but Midwest Geobash is the one event that I'm coming to, and you could do this.
I'm Sims Quest from Laurel, Maryland. Challenge completed.
And we will have things for you that we always carry in our bag. So a way to say thank you for watching the show. Thank you for being a part of our community. We appreciate everyone. And as we've said before, they're patrons of our show. We don't have patrons specifically for Challenge Talk. Wish we did, but we don't. Any patron is part of the Geocache Talk Network. So you help keep all of our shows on the air, and some are more special than others. We happen to think ours is pretty special.
We like us. We like you guys too, our challenge family.
Well, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Remember, it is not about the numbers. It's about the challenge.
That's right. Challenge accepted. Good night, all.